Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Thursday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. I want to do a preview. I'm going to do a preview of some of the new beads that are going to drop on this coming up Friday. It is going to be a $7.99 bead soup scoop, wholesale prices, right? So I'm going to give you a preview of what some of the beads look like. There's a whole lot more beads that I'm not going to show you, but that can potentially be a part of any one of the bead soup scoop bags. So this gives you some type of idea for what beads will look like, and they will come in 16 millimeter, 20 millimeter, and 25 millimeter. Not really sure if I'm going to be putting some 30 millimeter in the bags or not, but they will be 16 millimeter, 20 millimeter, and 25 millimeter. So these are some of the, let me see if I got a thing up here. These are some of the 25 millimeter painted with non-toxic acrylic paint, and then they do have a sealant on them. So these are some of the 25 millimeters and some of the 20 millimeters. So they have a lot of different colors on them. And these will more than likely get a chance to be in any one of the bead soup scoop bags. So 20 millimeter, 25 millimeter. And these are hand painted wood beads. So that's these. And if you're not already signed up to receive our email, you can go to jbbdk.com, sign up for our email, and then that way you will receive a notification, an email, to let you know what's going on. So these are 16 millimeters. Also hand painted. So they're bead soup scoops, $7.99. It'll include 30 plus beads in each bag. So this is what the 16 millimeters look like. So these two will be a part of the bag or inside the bead soup. So you got those. And I have a whole lot more. I mean, just a lot of different designs and styles and colors, and just a lot of beautiful, beautiful beads that will be a part of the mix. And then we got these right here. I'm gonna pour them all out. So we have these right here. Beautiful, beautiful colors. They will make beautiful bracelets, 16 millimeter. You can use them if you want to make some stretch necklaces. You can make stretch necklaces. You can make earrings out of these because they are very, very light. You can make some really jazzy stack bracelets with these. So 16 millimeter, of course, hand painted using non-toxic acrylic paint. And then I use some sealant. I put a coat of sealant on each one. Very, very lightweight and easy. So these two will be a part of the bead soup scoop, and they're wholesale. So it'll be $7.99 wholesale scoops. Okay, and then this is some more, but these are more like kind of sort of like the other ones, but they're a little different because they got like the little polka dots and little designs on them. I'm getting ready to make a necklace. I got some more of these set aside for me, and I'm going to make a necklace out of these. I'm going to make a stretch necklace. So we got these right here. And we got a lot of good stuff. So all of these that you're looking at is going to be a part of the Bead Soup Scoop. So these two are 25 millimeters. These 25 millimeter beads, you can always use these for focal beads, for necklaces, or even for a bracelet. So you can use like one big 25 millimeter bead and then surround it with a lot of 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter, or larger beads if you want to make bracelets. So you can always use these two for, like I said, for necklaces. You can use one as a focal, or a couple of them as the focal beads that rest at the bottom. And then you just kind of build up around the 3 beads that will rest at the bottom to create a really beautiful necklace. And because they're very light, you could even turn them into like big, earrings. I wouldn't add very much more to them, like maybe a smaller bead or a flat bead or something, because they're very light. Either way, so these are very versatile. You can use them for just about anything, or even keychains. So you can do a lot with these, and they're colorful. Summertime is coming up, and I know people are more than likely trying to come up with some beautiful summer pieces and summer things, and like all that good stuff. So then we have some yellows right here. Yellows with a little different colors. So all of these beads that you see are going to be a part of the Bead Soup Scoop. And the Bead Soup Scoops are going to be $7.99. And it'll include 30 plus beads. 30 plus could be 31, maybe 32. Just depends. 30, 31, and the sizes will be 16 millimeter, 20 millimeter, and 25 millimeter. So these are 25 millimeter beads right here. So you can just kind of let your mind start working, like, what can I do with a 25 millimeter bead? You can make some one pendant necklaces out of a 25 millimeter bead. You can make keychains out of these right here. You can make a necklace. Like I said, you can have one big pendant. This could be the focal bead, and it rests at the bottom of the necklace, and then you just surround the necklace, just kind of build on top of the necklace with smaller, like with smaller beads. I think a lot of people are afraid of the bigger beads because they're really not sure what to do with them, and they're not complicated. Just kind of build around them. It's like almost having having acres and acres of land. It's like, oh, well, what am I going to do with all this land? Build something. Shoot, if you want to, build you a store on the land. And then we have, I'm going to show you guys a couple more, and then we're going to leave the rest of them for, just kind of like for a surprise. Surprise! Honey, I'm home. So these are 16 millimeters. So we got these here, 16 millimeters. And then for those of you who like 16 millimeters, you can do, is this falling? Yes, moving. So then we got these. We have a lot of these. Every one that I'm showing you, I just put some in bags just to kind of give you an idea. But everything is pretty stacked. And then let's see, we got some purple and gold. And all of these beads that you see are going to be a part of the bead soup. So these right here, and then let's see what else we got. We could show you. Oh, some more purples. Some more purple polka dots. And then, oh, I went ahead and did some of these. I like these right here. I made a bracelet using some of these. These remind me of like summery, almost like a tie-dye type situation. And these make like really cool bracelets. And you can take these 20 millimeters and kind of match them with a lot of colorful beads and just create some really cool bracelets. Or again, if you want to make some really like small and dainty necklaces, you can use one bead. So you can take one bead, maybe put a bead on the bottom, bead on the top, make your little hoop at the top, and then string it with whatever you want to string it with, and it becomes a very simple, easy necklace. Very simple, very easy necklace. So we did those colors, and we also did these colors right here. Very pretty. These colors can be mixed with gold. And then I do have this color right here. These type of beads right here, I call them my vintage gold. I do have these in gold. So I have a whole lot of those. So those. Oh, and what else we got? Everything else in here, I think I'm going to. Oh, I think I showed these already. But these is. I don't know if I showed these or not. But these will be a part of. I did paint more of these beads right here, so that I can make these part of the bead soup scoops. So these beads right here, and these are 25 millimeter. So you'll get 16. There'll be 16 millimeter, 20 millimeter, and 25 millimeter. Oh, I did paint more of the yellow ones. Somebody was asking me for some of these yellow ones. The 25 millimeter. So I did paint a lot more of these, the 25 millimeters polka dot. So got a lot of these, and these two will be a part of the bead soup. And then, oh, I'm going to add some gold. These little, just all gold, and these are 16 millimeters. These make really beautiful, simple bracelets that you can just make a simple bracelet and then surround it with like maybe gold chains or bangles or something like that. But anything that is made out of gold, like it sells really good, you know, because people really like gold. So we got these, and these are sold separately. So some of these will be mixed up in the bag, but then also they are sold separately. So as you look at what's here, this is not everything. So there's a whole lot of beads that I'm not even showing you that is going to be a part of what I am calling a bead soup scoop. So it'll be a bead soup scoop. These right here, I'm just absolutely positively loving. These right here too. Actually, all of them. And then the ones I'm not showing you guys, it's like, oh my God. But everything is going to be a part of, each bead will be included in a bag that will be a mixed bag of beads. And it'll equal anywhere between probably 31, 32 beads. So it'll be 30 plus beads, 31, 32, you know, something like that. It just depends, you know. And how many more beads that I'm going to make up and stuff. It might even be 35, who knows. But it will be a wholesale special that will happen on this Friday. So that only means that they will be available Thursday night at 12:01 on the website at www.jbbdk.com. And I'm sure they will probably, I'm hoping, you know, they'll go. If they don't, that's cool. Then I'll just have a whole lot of beads to make a whole lot of good stuff with. You know, that's all there is. There ain't no more. But this is not all that there is. There's a whole lot of beads I'm not showing you guys, just for the sake of mystery, right? But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.